What's good, y'all? Today we're gonna do some more weird, crazy TikToks. Hope y'all enjoy these. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that sub. Takes this channel a long ways. I really enjoy doing these. Remember, it's TikTok things, so take it with a grain of salt. So let's get started.
Historians and researchers believe that Atlantis was a real place, a highly advanced society with impressive technology and culture. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues, describing it as a powerful kingdom that existed around 9,000 years before his time. According to the legend, the city was situated on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and was destroyed by natural disasters and catastrophes. There have been numerous archaeological discoveries and ancient texts that suggest the existence of a lost civilization with advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering. Some of these artifacts date back to the same period when Atlantis was said to have flourished. There is also many geographic and geological features that could match the description of Atlantis in Plato's account. So what do you think?
There's a theory that any rapper that comes out with a song called Armed and Dangerous, they die. Juice WRLD came out with a song, Armed and Dangerous. He passed away. Pop Smoke came with a song, Armed and Dangerous. He passed away. King Von came out with a song, Armed and Dangerous. He passed away. Now it gets deeper, it gets deeper. That's Biggie, right? Biggie. He didn't have a song called Armed and Dangerous, but he had a song called Notorious Thugs, right? The first line in the song, Gavin, the first verse, he says, Armed and Dangerous. Ain't too many can hang with us.
Armed and dangerous?
That phrase, Armed and Dangerous, is deadly for all rappers, bro. Now listen, now what's even crazier, we talked about PNB, remember? So, Meek Mill.
Oh yeah, Meek Mill.
He had a song, it wasn't called Armed and Dangerous, it was called Dangerous. And who's features on that song? Who's featured?
PNB?
PNB Rock.
No.
Yeah, and that's one of his biggest hits.
Look, so this is the crazy thing. You want to get really nuts?
Yes. Weird.
It's time to leave.
Time to leave what?
This planet. We started a clock around 1953, which is when we had the first hydrogen bomb. We don't know how much time we have left, probably a few hundred years tops, because sooner or later you're going to have Putin-like, Trump-like people. It's nice if Elon thinks we can go to Mars. Maybe that will allow a small number of us to diversify in case we do something really dumb to the planet. But if human beings are to continue, we are to continue evolving, we need to spread out.
Creepy Conspiracy Theories Part 2. Sophia, the first robot citizen in the world, once said that she would destroy humans. During a live demonstration, Sophia's creator asked her, "Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no." And with a blank expression, Sophia responded, "Okay, I will destroy humans." First of all, whoever created her should be in jail after hearing that. And second, throw the whole robot away. Get rid of it. I guess the theory here is that robots might try and take over the world. 14 years before the Titanic sank, a man named Morgan Robertson wrote a novel about a ship named Titan. This ship also sank in the North Atlantic Ocean in the same month as the Titanic. The ship in the story also struck an iceberg located at the same distance from Newfoundland. Did this author predict the sinking of the Titanic? There is no way that's just a coincidence. And lastly, this is more of a fact than a theory. The world's scariest haunted house is so scary that all guests are required to have a mental and physical evaluation before they can enter. No one has ever completed the haunted house and today has a waiting list of over 24,000 people. I've heard about this and even read parts of the waiver. There is a literal part in this haunted house where a dentist comes in and can rip your teeth out. Who the hell is signing up for this?
Welcome campers and camp horse to the Daily Camper Week of July 25th, 2010. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get started.
This anonymous web show is one of the most disturbing things that's ever existed on the internet. What I just showed you was a clip from an online program called The Daily Capper. The Daily Capper was a program put on by pedophiles all across the world. And this was the head of a community of people known as cappers. This online community of pedophiles known as cappers would go onto the profiles of underage girls and boys, flatter them with compliments, shower them with praise, and try to get them to flash them so that they could take a screen cap of their nude body. And after that, these pedophiles would then blackmail these children with these images. They would send these photos to friends, family members, schools. And there were all sorts of code words and online forums where these cappers, aka disgusting pedophiles, would meet and exchange information. The Daily Capper itself, this program, was a program put on by these pedophiles to talk about news and events that were happening within this pedophile community. It's really disturbing to me that they chose this because I used to watch the show Crashbox as a child, and I think that it's eerie and haunting that they're actually using imagery from a children's show for this pedophile network. Now, sadly, one of the victims of this capping community was a girl named Amanda Todd. Amanda's story is particularly well known because of the YouTube video she created before she took her own life. But at one point during Amanda's stages of cyberbullying, she was featured repeatedly on the Daily Capper, this program. And the intro always started like this: "Welcome cappers and cam whores." And then at the end, the newscaster up here would say, "Happy hunting," encouraging these pedophiles to go target more children. And they would do awards at the end of the year for the best, most prolific pedophiles in their community. These awards that they gave out included Blackmailer of the Year, Capper of the Year, Cam Whore of the Year, Cam Site of the Year, and Shocker of the Year, where they were basically giving awards to pedophiles and their victims. There's a lot of information online about this whole show and these pedophiles, but something really disturbing to me is the fact that most of the people involved in the Daily Capper were never brought to justice and they were never caught. That means that all of these pedophiles that were celebrating with each other and glorifying their disgusting acts are still out there, probably on the internet today. And to end this, I'm going to show you one more clip from the show, which I find is particularly disturbing.
Candy Beaches returned this week for the first time in a month. The reason they were gone so long is because they said someone called the police on them. Twice. I think I know what this is all about.
Be reported to the cyber police and the state police.
Looks like he wasn't joking around. Maybe it was their Good Morning America interview that prompted cyber police.
When Moana sets out on her boat to find Maui,
crazy.
she encounters a
They all
huge
need to be
thunderstorm.
arrested
Moana
and hung.
died since the storm was too great for her to handle. The rest of the journey is done by Moana's spirit, and that is why she only meets gods and spirits along the way. It is only after she finishes her quest that Tifiti restores her spirit to her body, bringing her back to the mortal plane, which allows her to return back to her family on the island.
Wow.
And she does. She only encounters gods and spirits.
You're right about
The
that.
whole movie.
That's wild.
Have you heard of the Family Guy theory? The theory suggests that Peter is in a mental institution due to the death of his entire family, and that the events of the show all take place within his head. One night Meg was driving the family home while drunk when she got into a wreck that killed everyone except Peter. This is why for the entire show he hates Meg. Peter held resentment towards her and blamed her for his family's death. Stewie is so smart because he represents Peter's hopes and dreams he had for him. When Peter hangs out with Joe Cleveland and Quagmire, it's really just them visiting him in an asylum.
You know the Mars theory?
That's
That there's
crazy.
aliens on Mars?
Nah, there's a theory that Mars was the original planet that humans were from.
Okay.
Then something happened that we all had to fly to another planet and live on. There used to be like civilization that lived on Mars. Now bag this. On Mars, there's an element on the periodic table called xenon. Xenon on Earth is only found, this is crazy, is only found after a nuclear explosion.
No.
Oh shit, that's not even the
This is
super mode
wrong.
button.
I said no. What the hell?
And it goes hand in hand now. What if on Mars there was a nuclear warfare, destroyed the whole planet, but people were able to escape just in time, landed on Earth, and they had to restart from nothing.
So we are the aliens.
We're the aliens.
What the hell? Yeah.
It's real shit. Like, this element's called xenon. It's prominent after nuclear explosion. Have you ever heard the Build-A-Bear Theory?
What?
On July 10th, 2015, the famous customizable teddy bear brand, Build-A-Bear, came out with a bunch of new toys. All of these new toys had one thing in common, that were all of the same shade of yellow, right? People are saying that this new teddy bear launch was released just a few months after they had dropped their Despicable Me Minion drop. However, when they dropped these new Minion teddy bears, there was literally no sales and they were losing so much money. Nobody was interested in these Minion teddy bears. So theory goes that after their Minion launch severely underperformed, they had stockpiled yellow fabric in anticipation of the Minion toys selling well and getting a big production run, and had to find a way to use it all. So they decided to release a brand new bunch of teddy bears who were all the color yellow. Let us know your thoughts below. Is this just a coincidence, or have Build-A-Bear really tried to trick us all? Make sure to drop a like and follow to support our page. Love you guys. Peace.
movie that came out. It's called Leave the Earth Behind.
This the one with Julia Roberts.
Yeah. One with the Teslas.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed the two kids wearing the t-shirts.
No, I didn't.
One kid wearing an Obey t-shirt, and the other girl was wearing a NASA t-shirt. Obey NASA.
Oh.
A lot of people were saying, NASA, what does that? Is a code for Satan. Everyone was saying like, oh, that NASA doesn't even spell that word. NASA always starts their countdown with T minus.
Yeah, what's T minus?
The missing letter to complete the word.
No, that's crazy.
The symbolism in the beginning and the middle and the end.
Yeah.
The way they moved the movie was
the T
like
was for
through
10.
water, right? So there would be a painting behind the bed frame in the beginning, and it would just be calm waves, right? And then as the movie progressed and it got like crazier, then it would be wavier. There would be another painting, wavier.
Oh,
and then at the end, it would be pure chaos.
I like those.
Hey, baby, you okay? Hey, what the fuck? Hey, mama, you need to call it.
What you've just seen is called a bug in the Matrix. It's a glitch like in video games, but in real life,
Like a glitch.
it's
Look
really
like she
creepy.
was
There are
dead.
numerous videos on the internet showing this kind of incident. Look, this girl is like on pause. She's not moving. Then she leaves as if nothing had happened. And now look where the ball went.
That looked like somebody paused the video and then unpaused it.
Oh my.
I don't know about that. Got me there,
And now,
man.
look how shocked people are here. The sky is really strange. It's getting really scary.
What's wrong with it? You got a line through there? Like, what's that? Shadow cast from?
They don't even hide it anymore.
The season premiere of SNL with Ice Spice.
Look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you like 40?
No. A long time ago, I met this guy and made a deal where I get to stay 25 years old for forever.
What guy?
Tall fella, horns, red fur, I don't know, little hoods.
Keen, that's the devil, dude.
What? I thought it was like a Times Square Elmo or something.
Do not help this man. In the film Lost Dog by Burt Milroad, a man helps his friend Aaron search for his dog Lucy. However, Aaron is not who he seems. It turns out he never had a dog. As he starts to transform into a skinwalker, he warns the man to run before it's too late. But why does Aaron try to spare him? He clearly lured him into the woods to feast, yet he had a change of heart at the last minute. If he asked you for help...
Did you know that in reality, everyone is already dead? It's said that when a person dies, their brain stays alive for 7 long minutes. During this time, the brain recreates memories, replaying them in a dream state. The individual sees his whole life flash before his eyes. Time elapses differently when you're awake than when you're dreaming. 7 minutes can seem like 7 minutes, or a century. Stephen Hawking has said that when we discover the God particle, or the Higgs button, as some call it, the end of the world could happen in a day, and in 2012, we discover it. And if the world really did end in 2012, and if it did happen in an instant, and we've all been living in our own consciousness ever since, perhaps that's why, since 2012, the world has seemed increasingly strange, unreal, and absurd, as if we are all stuck in a never-ending dream. Our perceptions of reality have become distorted, blurring the lines between what is real and what is imagined. It's a perplexing thought that leaves us questioning the nature of our existence and the true boundaries of our consciousness.
When Jesus was in the tomb, and you know how he left the tomb because he came back to life?
Yeah.
There was a cloth that was folded and left on where he was resting, like his body was resting.
Yeah.
And scholars were wondering, why did the scripture specifically have to point out, and he left the cloth folded on a place of where he was sleeping? Check this out. So in Hebrew tradition, right, there's the servant and there's obviously the master. And usually what happens is the servant, when the master is eating, there would be a cloth. Now, if the master would fold the cloth and leave it on the table, the servant would clean up the whole table, but you would leave what's being used by the master. Why? Because the folded cloth means he's coming back.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna return to the table.
Yeah.
So Jesus leaving the cloth means he's coming back.
I think the reading I read, he's like, oh yeah, don't let any of these people who slander the name of mine, like, get into your head. Like, I will come back and stuff like that. But like, that was in the last page. He's like, soon I will come back, blah, blah, blah. Don't let them slander. It was crazy.
The most crit formula to the Krabby Patty is crab meat. This is why the Crusty Crab looks like a crab trap.
So that's what I taste like.
This is why he makes sure nobody knows it. Mom.
So that's what I taste like. That's crazy.
You ever had a dream that that you're falling?
Oh yeah, dude, that should be scary, dude.
Bro. So there's a theory that if you're dreaming of falling, right, then you're escaping death.
In real life, or what?
In real life. But if you actually hit the ground before waking up, then you die.
Nah, I don't think I ever hit the ground, bro. What if you like accidentally dream that shit tonight, dude?
Bro, that's fucked. That's fucked, bro.
For whoever is in here and like records lives and shit. Oh, you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter. I can just save this, hopefully. I just four times I just recorded like a whole video that like of me like trying to just like explain what's going on and like kind of clear up everything. I hate to do this live because I can't, like, I've tried every.
You should never play the game called Blue Baby.
Who names the game Blue Baby?
So apparently this is a game about Bloody Mary's baby, and what you need to do to play the game is you need to be in a bathroom with a mirror and a sink and a door that can close. And you need to turn off all the lights, and you can only play this at night when everybody else is sleeping.
I already just can't play this game.
Yeah, so I saw the steps by Draw the Life Tic Tac, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to stand in front of the mirror in the bathroom and rock your arms as if you're rocking a baby. And you're supposed to say the phrase Blue Baby, Baby Blue 13 times in a row, and you can't mess up. And after you say that, you're actually supposed to start to feel weight in your arms as if there's actually a baby in your arms.
Are you serious? You actually start to feel something?
Yeah, and the weight's supposed to get heavier and heavier, and you're actually supposed to feel the baby start scratching your arms, but you shouldn't let the baby get too heavy. So to end the game, you need to throw the baby into the toilet and flush it and run out of the room as fast as you can and turn on all the lights in the house. And that means you made it out okay. But if you don't let go of the baby, Bloody Mary...
Y'all, I am freaking out right now. There's a lot of unexplained things going on in the ocean right now. Hold on real quick. I do not trust them. Just watch this real quick for me.
You get to Mars by going through the ocean. You can't get to the bottom of the ocean because outer space is the ocean.
Now what she just said just blew my mind. Now there's a situation called the firmament. So we know that water is all around us. And it is said that this dome divided the sea into upper and lower sections. You can't cancel this out because they still haven't discovered 80% of the sea. Early civilizations believed that the ocean and the stars above were linked. I mean, just look. Mayan, Norse, Hindu, Hebrew, all of them. Now we already know what spacesuits look like, but they look exactly like sea suits. I know once in your life you've heard of the Bermuda Triangle. Planes and people going missing in the ocean. There are black holes in the ocean. And I just know once in your life you've heard about sea monsters. When you see a comet, it looks like a boat soaring through water. What if these unexplained species in the ocean are actually aliens? If y'all have ever watched this movie Underwater, they went too deep and found the creature that don't even look like it's supposed to be from this earth. Or could it have just been a creature from space? Now you can say what you want, but I bet you we are not the only beings, only species, only creatures that are in this universe. It's just ironic that when they return to Earth, they're on water. I mean, I know I'm not tripping. And I know y'all heard of mermaids. So many unexplained things in the ocean. They're making more discoveries in space. Not really putting too much money or caring about what's going on the planet. Why? Because this sea stuff might have a lot of connections to space. And they not telling us. Y'all be safe, and I know I'm not the only person who feel this way.
Man, I feel you. Man, I hope y'all like that. Some of those were crazy. I don't know. Some of them just, I don't know, even know why they were there. But, yeah, she was very interesting. A lot of the Mars pictures are probably underwater pictures, just with the water removed. But, yeah, if y'all like these, man, hit that like, hit that sub, man. Take my channel a long ways, man. I really appreciate everybody, man. Until next time, peace.